bringing you the news and information you need from the people making a difference. This is Comcast Newsmakers.
Hello and thanks for joining us. I'm Paul Lisnick and this is Comcast Newsmakers. This hour's newsmaker is Celena Roldan, Executive Director of the Erie Neighborhood House. Today we're going to be talking about the 140th anniversary of the Erie House. Celena, nice to see you.
Thank you.
Well, you don't even look 140 years old.
I get told that a lot.
Silly, yes. Well, congratulations to, of course, Erie Neighborhood House on that.
Thank you.
Recently had a celebration for that 140 years. Let's just do a quick recap. How was that evening?
It was an incredible evening of just celebrating 140 years, actually celebrating the 4 previous executive directors, celebrating Mayor Daley, who came and accepted our Community Leader Award, our wonderful sponsors, Bank of America, Chicago Community Trust. It was just an incredible, incredible evening.
Now, when we hear the name Erie Neighborhood House, we might not, if we don't know it, we might not quite know what you do. So, but what you do is very important in the immigrant and low-income community. So talk about what you all do.
Sure. 140 years, Erie Neighborhood House has been serving the immigrant community in Chicago, primarily low-income working families through advocacy, skill building, and education. Through our child care programs, we serve children as young as 6 weeks of age all the way up to 5 years, as well as our after-school programs. We have youth programming and our adult education, technology, and emergency services.
And of course, when we think about working with immigrants, we talk about a land of immigrants, you know,
Yes.
not only this country, but this city. So obviously, you've been helping just countless numbers of people throughout the years.
Exactly. Originally, serving the Dutch and the German and Italian immigrants all the way up to now. We're serving a primarily Latino population, but again, it's just been a history of serving the community.
And anybody with low income can come see you.
Exactly.
You have a special series of emergency programs, and I think it's called your Emergency Services Program.
Yes.
These are difficult times, so it's important that people understand what is available to them. Tell me about this.
Yes, our 140th anniversary was really highlighting the need to raise more money for emergency services because particularly now in this economy, we know so many more families have lost their jobs, are just really struggling, and so we've seen the need for more emergency services. So this is everything from our food pantry, a limited amount of emergency funds, but also just being able to help families with different forms of crisis intervention through our other support services.
Where's the food pantry? I know the food pantry is located at Erie House, so let's tell folks where it is.
Yes, at 1347 West Erie, so that serves that community that's in Westtown, as well as our emergency fund for that piece of Westtown, but again, that our crisis intervention and support services are open for the whole city of Chicago.
Have you found yourself having, people again in recent times coming in who thought, I never thought I would need you. I've been fine. I have lost my job, and now
Yes.
Here I am needing your services.
We highlighted one of our amazing participants, Amaris Fonseca, who actually, when she had a business, lost her daycare, became homeless, and through her seeking out help at Erie Neighborhood House, enrolled her children in our child care program, received some of our emergency funds, has actually been able to get back on her feet, has her own home now again, and she actually is employed as one of our staff people in our preschool program.
So a success story.
Yes.
So it's election year, and everybody's out there saying, don't raise taxes, don't raise taxes. We must cut. Wasteful spending in Springfield, cut. Nobody actually says what it is that's getting cut. You know what's getting cut.
We know what's getting cut, and particularly, again, since we are serving primarily the Latino population, we know and understand that the growth of the Latino population has really impacted our need to see more funds for our community. The Latino Policy Forum has actually published a very important research document called the Legislative Blueprint, which has shown that if state funding just stays flat, it actually represents a 30% cut because of the growth of our community. So again, when people are saying don't cut taxes, or don't raise taxes, we're going to make other cuts elsewhere, it actually means a significant cut to human services. Even the 1% tax increase that they're talking about really won't even cover the cuts that they're talking about. So it really just means that human services will at least stay somewhat intact if we can address the tax issue.
Makes all the difference in the world. And so your message also for our viewers today is, and please help out as well.
Exactly. So they can go to our website and find out. They can go to a link there to figure out who their representatives are and their legislators, because people do need to contact their legislators and their representatives and tell them why human services needs to stay intact and why we shouldn't be making cuts to education. And that would be a really great way that they can advocate and support Erie Neighborhood House.
All right, that's why the word has to get out. I hope we've done that. Thank you, Celena.
Thank you so much.
This hour's newsmaker has been Celena Roldan for the Erie Neighborhood House. And I'm Paul Lisnick. And thanks for watching us here. This is Comcast Newsmakers. Bye-bye.
The preceding was a presentation of Comcast Newsmakers. Now, back to headline news.